Alright, so you want a new character? Sounds good.
Yes, that is correct.
Do you want to roll the scores in the Dice Rolls channel? Or do you want to use the tabletop?
Sure.
Go for it.
Where's the dice roll? There we are. Let's see. How is it? It's that there. And 3d6.
Yeah.
Or what's the command again?
Yeah, 6.
Slash roll.
6 3d6. There we go. Right. We got shite.
Tough luck there.
Damn. Sad.
Let's see.
You got a 12. That's Magic Man, I think. You could put that 12 in strength and the 11 in... No, we can't. Never mind. I don't even know what the order is.
Well, I believe they're in the same way that the Dungeon Master always put them. So the first one is 11, which is strength. 7 in dex, I believe. 9 in con. Is it con? No, it's not.
Wisdom.
Yeah, it was wisdom then onwards. Anyway.
Alright.
I would say we have a chance at a fighter here. Would you agree with me?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Fighter's cool.
Alright,
Let's
Ben.
make him a ranged fighter.
Roll 3D or roll a d8 for hit points.
A d8. Alright. D8. He got 2. He's being ranged.
Certainly. Alright, roll 3d6 for money.
He got the bank.
Nice. Alright, so for your starting gear, you want to start with missile weapons.
Short bow, 10 arrows. Some sort of a hunting knife or dagger.
Can a player use TTS?
What's that?
What would you recommend, Egan? I have 7 left. A backpack?
Sure. Maybe a melee weapon? Or some equipment supplies?
I did get him a dagger.
Oh yeah, you got one. Okay, so maybe you might want torches.
Okay, some torches and a I don't remember what it's called.
Tinderbox.
Flint and steel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else in mind?
The last 2, we're gonna buy a wineskin.
Water skin or wine skin?
Wineskin.
Okay, it costs 2 coppers. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. As for names, we shall call him what's that legend? Atreides.
How do you spell that?
ATRIES.
Atries?
Yeah.
Atries.
Fuck it, we're calling him Atreides.
Atries. Okay.
Atreides.
Right then. And then SB. Do you want to roll a new character, or do you want to play as John?
Have we decided where we're going? Because that determines if I'm going to take John or not.
We have not.
We have not. Okay. Well, I would like to. I'll take John, and if I could also roll up another character and convince them to come along as an NPC.
Sure. We'll start with John.
John, I don't think he has any prep, but I will check. Health. Oh, he needs to heal. Okay.
Right.
Wait, it's been like 2 weeks. Maybe he's healed. I don't know. In real life, it's been like 2 weeks.
Yeah, but not in the game world. Time hasn't passed because we haven't played.
Okay. Okay, I don't want to take John then because he has to heal up. Unless I can like pay. Do I have any money to pay? I don't think I have any money. No, I don't. Okay. Can you take some money from Carl and have him pay to heal him up or whatever? Is that possible? I don't even know if Carl has any money. He might.
It is somewhat
Part of the
possible.
same family.
Well, I suppose if you plan to play as John, we can do that.
Yeah, as long as John can heal up, I'll play him. Yeah.
How much copper do you want to spend on healing
Uh,
John?
All of it, however much it takes to heal John to full. And yeah.
Okay, that's enough.
Oh, cool. See, so he's got the. Let's see, the mail. Can I sell the flail or whatever whenever you're ready?
Sure.
Just bank that money, I guess, because it's a little bit, but it's better than none.
Anything else?
You know what? Are you guys okay with Carl coming and inviting another fighter or a mage?
Yeah.
You're right ahead.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to see if Carl will come with, and I'll invite a mage if that's okay.
Alright, looks like Carl's coming.
Okay. Okay, let's see.
You're rolling up another character?
Yeah, I'll roll a mage. Let's see, slash roll 3d6. I guess we'll see. Oh wait, I did that wrong. Hang on. Slash roll 6 3d6. Okay. What do we got here? Oh wow, that's been pretty good stance. Yeah. That's like fine for a mage, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Roll
I guess he
1d4
was
for hit
blessed
points.
by the gods. Yes, sir. Oh, this is actually looking pretty good.
And then 3d6 for money.
Okay. 3d6. He's a little poor. Well, he's a mage. He's a mage, magic user. So yeah, book and like pouch and knife or something if I can. Yeah. I don't know if I have enough.
What do you want to do for spells?
Nice.
Could I have? We don't have any mage, so I'll take sleep and read magic. Yeah.
Okay, so the dungeon master
Thank you.
chosen spells.
Yes, sir. The dungeon master's chosen spells.
All right then. And his name?
Let's have the DM roll up the name, if that's okay.
Yep.
Oh.
Nice.
Always better to roll more dice.
His name is MEFAN. Or MEFAN.
Cool.
Yeah. All right then.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Do you want to play as Pisces today or someone else?
I'll play as CALRUZ.
How do you spell that?
Yeah, my previous character, CALRUZ. CALRUZ. The one who ran away.
Okay.
Yeah, can I invite Pisces, or do I need to pay? Yeah.
Well, if you invite someone, you have to pay them, right? They would be
Yeah.
promised a share of the spoils.
The share. All right, let's have Pisces invited, I guess. I roll charisma, right?
Yeah, we're gonna roll their reaction, so it's just on the table. All right, he accepts.
Nice.
Do you need to prepare anything as CALRUZ?
No, I have all I need.
All right. Do you know if Pisces needs to prepare anything?
Yeah, he has all he needs.
All right, sounds good. All right, gentlemen. That oh wait, one more thing. Did you want to roll a new character or no?
No.
Okay. That concludes character preparation. Or game preparation. So I'll see you guys in 5 minutes.
So what do y'all think? We got a party of around 5 or 6 characters.
Yeah.
A goblin cave would be the ideal area.
I've
But
never
you
fought
cannot
Yeah, we
have. What about kobolds?
I'm okay with goblins. I just I've never fought them. Let's have an episode of Goblin Slayer. Yeah.
Oh no, they're
Yeah, we
worse
have
than the
two pages.
That's not a joke. They
So
are worse than the kobold.
So we can like kill a maximum of 2 3d6 using sleep spell.
If there's not more that are still awake trying to attack us, yeah. If we get a bunch of them or all of them,
Yeah.
we'll have to do it smart though. We want to avoid any head-on confrontation if we can, and only fight if there's a advantage on our side. Maybe we sneak up a little bit if we're lucky.
Yeah, do I use Pisces as a meat shield or yeah, he's got a good dexterity with the bow. I don't know.
Is he
Oh,
a mage or a fighter? What is he?
oh, he's a thief.
A thief? Use him as a bowman in the back, and
Yeah.
all of shield guys up front. So just try not to shoot us in the back or whatever. Yeah, if you can.
Oh, looks like Kyle's joining. Nice. Another
Morning,
player.
Kyle. My dentist appointment is at 10, so I might have to dip. And if that happens, then DM will just say whatever happens, I guess. But I don't want to have to dip if I don't have to, you know. So if we can
Yeah.
take this at a decent pace, then we might be able to finish faster than you know, because I have to take a shower, and then I have to call the dentist or call the taxi, and so I have to leave a little bit earlier than 10, you know, to make sure.
Oh, what are you in the
Yeah,
dentist for?
dental work.
Is,
Yeah,
mm,
teeth
yeah, I
cleaning.
had.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I had like a traumatic experience
Oh,
getting my wisdom tooth removed
oh, don't tell me
once.
that because they were talking about removing some of mine at some point. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me
Okay.
that. I'm just gonna think good thoughts and let them yank it out.
Yeah. Recommend what I recommend. Don't let it get impacted. Like, don't let the
Oh,
wisdom tooth impact your other teeth.
what
Unpleasant.
does that mean? What does that mean? Like,
It means like my wisdom tooth is like rotated 90 degrees, pointed to my
oh,
other teeth.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Mine aren't like that, but one of them is not. I have three wisdom teeth, so one of them didn't grow in on the right side or whatever on the bottom. So the one on the top right is like growing down, you know, to fill that space, and it's kind of a little bit longer. So they're like, oh, let's just take that out at some point.
Yeah, I think you're fine. Cool.
Hmm.
Is Kyle gonna join? I don't know.
He's playing
Or
Roblox, so he might just be watching.
I see.
Yeah.
I
So
thought
did you
that
want to do Goblin Cave then Gold, or you want to go Kobolds? Kobolds is a lot more, I think, than Goblins, right?
Yeah, there was the bounty on them, so a lot of people have hunted them. But still, it's an idea nonetheless.
true.
Or we could play Goblin Slayer.
Goblins are a pain in the ass to deal with. I'm just gonna say now.
Oh, oh, okay. If it's easier to fight kobolds, then let's do that. I don't mind if there's less treasure. Um,
Yeah.
I wish we had some explosives or something we could use too, but I don't have any of that shit.
Alright, gentlemen, your break is over, so we can start. Your party is, of course, based in DELN still, the small medieval town along the coast. And north of it, of course, are the Kobold lands and the grasslands. East of it are greenskin territories in the forest. Northeast is the village of Dog, which is currently being raided by berserkers or barbarians from the north, right? To the south is a great swamp where rumored undead continue to spawn and make its way north, right? So lots of things you might try to do, but your party is gathered here today as adventurers, and you're seeking your gold and glory, right? You'll make plans soon, right, and figure out where you want to go to get the job done, right? So today we have in our group a few retainers and a few adventurers, right? From House Gold, we have ATRIES, the veteran. From House SB, we have John, the veteran, Carl, the apprentice, and MEFAN, the medium. And from House Yevyev, we have CALRUZ, the medium, and PISCES, the apprentice, right? So it's early in the morning, it's summer still, and your party is standing in the streets of DELN. What is your first move?
I'm ready to form up. Everyone seems like they got their shopping done. Let's head out over to the Kobold Cave. If anyone objects, you know, say so now. And if anyone wants to lead, feel free to lead. Otherwise, we can kind of wing it.
Yeah, let's go to the Kobold Caves.
Alright then, so your party has decided to head north to the Kobolds, where those caves are. In those grasslands where the Kobolds are, there are some hills that you'll visit to find the caverns. But before you set out, you'll need to decide on a course of travel. The usual route would be to take the roads, unless your party is interested in some other way. How would you like to go about it?
I recommend.
Yeah.
I recommend the roads because it's going to be faster travel, and we've taken the route before on the roads. I'd rather not get lost unless we're looking for new ruins or treasure, you know?
Alright then, so for your course of action, you've decided to travel using the road.
That's my vote.
We travel with the roads. That's the easiest way.
Alright then, I have heard 2 of 3. Pisces, do you
Yep.
have any say? And now we travel. So it should only take us about maybe an hour or two to get there. Your party is traveling at the rate of, I would say, maybe medium footman, so 2 miles an hour. The road will increase your speed or movement rate by 50%, allowing you to travel at 3 miles an hour. And it's about maybe 3 or 4 miles away, so roughly an hour of travel, you'll arrive at the caverns in those grasslands and hills. During your travels,
All right, and
there's indeed a chance to encounter wandering monsters, and unfortunately also a chance to encounter outlaws. The road has not been exactly safe recently, and some people have turned to a life of crime. The road has reported, or travelers on the road have reported, of course, criminal activity, right? Signs of ambushes, raids, and such, right? Dangerous times you live in, right? So let's see if we encounter
we
any
have
wandering monsters.
Carl have his stuff loaded, his ranged weapon loaded, and
Sure.
I can always unsling my shield if I need to.
Anything else you guys want to say before we begin traveling? Very well.
PCs, you want to? Okay.
After an hour of marching on the road, you arrive at the caverns. You traveled north on the road through the grasslands and then into the hills. A side trail branched out from the main road, and you arrive at the first and southernmost base camp just outside of the caverns. It is a sort of siege camp consisting of mercenaries, merchants, and miners. So from here, you can either continue toward the southern cavern entry or southern cave entrance, or you can of course continue through the hills looking for another way in, but you've arrived. how would you like to continue?
Let's get some intel, just in case there's been any changes. Anyone else? Gold? Yev?
Yeah, let's
forgot
go
I
to
had
the
to-
usual path.
It's not a bad idea. We should get some general idea of if there is something around this area.
Also, which entrance do we want to take? Do we want to look for a new one, or do we want to take an established one?
Yeah, let's take the established one.
Do you have a preference? I think we have, what, south and west entrances, I believe.
Yeah, and the one with mercenaries are in the south,
Okay.
right?
Okay. So I guess we
where
want
do
to go south then, and we want to check if there's any news, any changes.
Alright then, your party makes their way through the southern part of the caverns or hills, and you're in the camp now. So to find out if there's any changes, or there are any changes, would you like to ask, or what would you like to do to find out?
I'll go ahead and kind of tap Yev on the back. You want to ask around and see if there's anything we can find out, any news?
Yeah, so we basically go and ask around near the entrance.
Alright then. Yeah, you ask around near the entrance. There are a few mercenaries hanging out here, a few guards and such, right, on shift, watching the entrance, making sure that it remains safe, right, and such. You ask for any changes, and let's see what they have to say. These dice will determine the reaction of these men. Alright, to positive response, so it's a favorable response. And they tell you, no, not much has really happened here. In fact, the southern caves are nearly completely cleared of any monsters. At the moment, I suppose most men going into the caves here are working to secure the southern caves for good, cut off access to the other parts of the caves, and ensure that the kobolds give up on this position for good. If you'd like to help out in the construction of these controlled access points and such, you're welcome to ask around with the miners. They're in charge of this.
That's not a bad idea.
That's the best option we got currently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could even ask the miners to, if they wanted to, like, well, yeah, sounds good. Maybe we can find some good stuff. Yeah.
I'm not sure you will find anything good down there. Again, everything has been cleared out. The miners are working to secure the position, so they're barricading tunnels, collapsing tunnels, and such, building defenses down there, making sure that the kobolds don't try to attempt another attack on the southern caves. If that makes any sense.
Oh,
Sure.
If you were
Should
to work
we?
for the miners, you would help
I
them
suggest we
secure
go
the position.
to the west entrance now, after learning that.
There are gnolls in that area too, which I don't necessarily want to fight those. Should we maybe try and find another entrance if we could find one? Maybe there's another unexplored section or another level of the dungeon. What do you guys think? West or new?
Yeah, let's go west.
West, yeah, fuck it, okay.
No.
I'm not
Yeah.
going against it.
So we might have two new, maybe. We might have two west. I'd like to check out if we could find a new entrance. Maybe a cave with forgotten loot in it or something. You never know. Unless you want to go
What
west,
do you
we
think?
can go west.
Do we go west, Gold? Gold?
We go west.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah,
that's,
we go west.
Yep.
Alright, sounds like your party has
Alright.
come to a decision. And have made their way toward the western cave. So, it's not long before you're there. The western cavern is somewhat secure. There's going to be one group of mercenaries manning this post, the entrance. These mercenaries actually belong to a friend of yours. They work under, for the most part, I think, House Mitchell and House Geese, right? So, a band of mercenaries here working to control this point, and they welcome you to the position, right, and to the caves. And at this time, you're allowed to, of course, prepare your characters. If you'd like, you can begin exploration of the caves shortly after preparation, right? So, in that case, if we're gonna explore, this assumes you can map, and therefore we can use a small-scale map to map your progress of the caves, right? Also, you can prepare your tokens and such as well. So, starting with SB, your character John, right? What would you like to equip?
Let's see. John. Is John north of Carl or?
I mean,
I believe I've just got
it doesn't matter at the moment.
a warhammer, and a shield. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I haven't even put your characters on the board yet, so I'm just asking you what you want to equip.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, just a warhammer and a shield. Yeah. Oh, can I have that one? The second one on the second column, second row. That
Awesome.
guy with the helmet. Yeah. Thank you.
And then what did you say you wanted to equip?
Warhammer and shield, I believe he's got, or a mason shield, one of the two. He's got
Is it
a
a
shield
warhammer or
and
a
something
shield?
else.
Or a warhammer or a mace? What is it? Do you know?
Up there, hang on. It's a mace. It's a mace and a shield. Yeah, heavy shield.
Alright, what about Carl? Do you have any preferences for your retainer?
I'd like Carl to have his arbalest ready, and he'll be. I recommend he's in the back, with ready to shoot, basically.
Alright, and how about your retainer MEFAN? Any preferences?
He'll have a. I guess he'll have his knife ready, because he can cast with one hand if he needs to.
Okay. Gold. For ATRIES, do you want to prepare your bow or your dagger or something else?
I'll prepare my bow.
Alright, thank you. Gotta go. And Yevia for CALRUZ, what would you like to prepare? Yeviev.
Yev.
Right.
You're muted, Yev. Pete Pisces, you're muted.
Pisces answer.
Okay. We'll just take a small
Hello.
break.
So my bad. I just took some medicine. Yeah, I'll just be on the second row.
Alright, I was asking if you wanted to prepare anything.
Nothing much.
Any special orders for Pisces?
Pisces will be holding a dagger and the torch given by CALRUZ.
Alright, thank you.
Pisces, you might be able to rent a bow from someone outside the dungeon.
Oh, he already has a bow.
I don't see a bow on your guy.
Yeah,
think you
he has a
dropped
short
it.
bow.
Oh,
Oh, maybe I dropped it. Maybe.
I don't know. You sure you don't want to have a bow out for range when we get into combat?
No, the light is much better.
Alright, so apparently the last time this place was explored, all positions were lost except the entry tunnel. But the chamber was withdrawn from, we lost it, to reportedly a band of large dogmen or high-Nolic men known as the Gnolls, right? They retook the position, and who knows if they decided to keep it or not, or if there is a new garrison or new group of monsters within the cavern, right? So we lost the western caves, at least the first few chambers, right? We have the entrance at the very least. How would your party like to continue at this point, or begin exploration? The entrance, by the way, is the same, 10 feet wide, covered in vines, continues east.
Yeah, Pisces enters and John with John too.
So the two of them are leading the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, very well. Carefully you begin exploring past the vines and into the 10-foot wide cavernous tunnel that continues east. Your party is able to see up ahead, after about 30 feet of careful exploration, a narrow pass in the wall, a crack, about 5 feet, allowing one person at a time to continue into the next area, a chamber of sorts. Let's make sure it's clear.
If
what?
So if we were to take any ranged attacks, then I would crouch afterwards to let Carl fire. And orders for the magic user would be, if he has eyesight on a group of enemies, then please cast sleep immediately. Yeah. I'll rely on him for his wizardly knowledge to determine the right time.
Right.
Your party has proceeded eastward down the tunnel. You see the crack up ahead, the chamber past the crack, the vines along that north wall just past the crack. But there is definitely some major changes here. First thing you note is that just past the crack is a pile of rubble, which might slow movement. Looks like there has been a recent cave-in or something, right? But a large obstacle going your way. You might need tools to continue further. Again, rubble has taken the choke point, so the choke point is covered in rubble just past it. So I'll mark this on your map.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna
So
turn to
Pisces.
everyone and just say, from here on out, we need to be quiet, and we'll see if we can take them by surprise.
Pisces uses listen intently. I'm sure that's a thing that thieves do.
Sure. So you ask Pisces to listen. He says, "Sure, I'll listen." And he starts to carefully listen toward the east. As he's listening, did anyone else want to do anything?
Not really particularly. I
It's the
guess
moment
I'll
he
be
doesn't hear
listening
anything.
too. You know, making sure we ending up fucked.
Carl, I guess he could listen too if he sees the other thief listening. He'd probably naturally do it.
Well, yeah, but if you're not at the front, you're not hearing what's up ahead. You're hearing the person ahead of you. So,
Oh, okay.
does that make sense?
Good
Like,
to
if you're
know.
Carl and you're second rank, you're listening.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear John breathing, right? If you're carefully listening. John is listening to the
Yeah.
east. He will hear what is to the east until there is something that he can hear, right? In this case, he doesn't hear anything important. Maybe you could hear some bugs up ahead. That's about it, right? Otherwise, it's quiet. And same with ATRIES,
Okay,
when you're
I'm
listening
gonna.
toward the north, you're gonna hear, or toward the east in this case, you're gonna hear Carl, John, and them, right, breathing, the fire flickering from the torch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Pisces
just gonna.
basically runs through the rubble.
You told Pisces to run through the rubble?
Yeah.
John kind of puts a hand on his shoulder and shakes his head and indicates with his shield like he pushes his shield forward. So he's gonna see if Pisces will listen.
So Pisces had to make a morale check because that was telling him to do something risky, right? Something that might be suicidal. So you told him to run through the rubble, and he disobeyed your order. He said, "Hell no."
Right.
Okay, and John's gonna quietly push up with his shield up and head to the south of that rubble
You want to climb
and
through
get
it?
past the rubble so he's not blocking the way. Yeah.
All right, the rubble halves your speed, so you have to like climb over it, squeeze around it, right? All right, you get to the other side
And I'll
by
head to the
yourself.
south of that. Yeah.
It's really dark over here, little to no light.
Waiting for the people to push up. Just waiting around.
So as John is climbing through, the rest of the party just want to wait around.
Yeah. Yeah, we follow John,
Follow John. Okay.
including Pisces. And John steps from moving to the south.
Yeah.
Slowly crawl over, get ready.
Fortunately, John, when you get to the side by yourself with little to no light, nothing attacks you. And you wait for a while, and eventually Pisces is able to climb through into the chamber. You're in a 20-foot by 20-foot chamber with a reinforced barred door on the eastern wall, a set of double doors along the north wall. You just came from the western wall. There's nothing to the south.
Okay. I point at the wooden door to the north, and then I cup my hand to my ear, and then I put my finger to my lips.
Sure.
So hopefully Pisces or Carl got that.
Alright, so as John points at the door and motions a finger to his lips, maybe telling you to be quiet, the rest of you, as you climb on through into the room, is there anything else you want to try to do? Alright,
Yeah, we wait for everyone to enter.
so after everyone has entered, what then?
Carl points at the reinforced door and the secret passage to the north.
You
Cupped his hand to his ear.
You can't tell Carl. You cannot tell me what Carl was doing. You can tell Carl what to do, though.
Sorry, I meant to say John. John is pointing towards the secret wall to the north and the reinforced door. Cups his hand to his ear, and then tries to get them to see if they understand what he's saying. Yeah.
Alright, so John, none of your retainers seem to react, and none of your fellow PCs seem to react. Either they don't want to listen to you, or they don't know what you mean, right? One or the other,
Alright.
or something like that.
Okay. And that door is reinforced still, right? Like I can't get through it unless I want to make noise busting it open, right?
As you get close toward it, you see that the reported wooden door bar from last time we were here is no longer there, right? You couldn't see this too well because the torchbearer was far to the south, right? So, but once you moved up, you would realize that it's just a stone wall now. You know it's a secret door because based on the maps, it is a secret door, right? But all you see now is just kind of a cavernous wall with a slit in the middle. And hinges that are 10 feet apart. 3 feet or about a few feet apart vertically and 10 feet apart horizontally, right? They're about 5 feet apart from the slit in the middle of the wall, right? So clearly those are signs of a door, but the door is camouflaged by, of course, cavernous sediment and rock, right?
That reinforced door on our right side, is it no longer reinforced?
It is reinforced. A reinforced barred door. It is not barred from this side, so it looks just more like a reinforced door now. It's been barred from the other side.
Can we open it, or I don't want to open it yet, but is it openable from what we can see?
You would have to force it. Again, it's probably reinforced, or it is reinforced, you can tell, because it's a heavy wooden door with metal. And aside from this, of course, it's probably barred from the other side, since the last time we knew it was barred. It's not barred from this side, though. You don't see any bar on this side, so it'd probably be barred from the other side. You would need a breaching tool.
Okay. Okay. All right then.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll just head to the north, and I'll wait for someone to open the door for me.
As I see him approaching, I will be heading north with him, getting ready to open the door.
CALRUZ will also open the other door.
Alright, so John and ATRIES are not opening the door, but they're getting ready to open the door. And then,
Oh,
I'm getting ready to
assist.
potentially push through once the other people open the door.
alright, so John is just backing up now. And
Yeah, I want to be able to go through the door.
CALRUZ will be opening the door, the other door.
The reinforced door?
The secret door. No, the other side of the secret door. Yeah.
Right. So, seeing that there are no handles or anything like that, how would you want to open this wall? Just like kind of grip it with your fingertips, try to pull it forward?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
So, knowing...
Actually, I think the hinges are not on the side. They
told
should be on the other side. Yeah, the hinges should be on the other side of the door. So there are no hinges on the side. That's incorrect. Yeah. There shouldn't be any hinges. So you would have to push this door. You have to push door.
Okay. Then we push.
We push it.
Alright, so ATRIES and CALRUZ are pushing at the door. In the meantime, everyone else is just waiting. Alright, very well.
Carl's got his weapon ready, and John's ready to push forward if he needs to.
And then ATRIES and CALRUZ, are we forcibly pushing at the door or carefully pushing at the door?
Carefully.
In that case, as you push against it, it does not open, right? And you realize it's either locked or stuck.
Alright, we're pushing it hard.
Alright, yeah. We're pushing it hard.
Alright. Your first attempt, you push hard against the door. You hear it, you hear wood on the other side kind of creaking, maybe even kind of cracking back at you, right? You realize that the door is probably barred, by a wooden plank or something, right? And you made a lot of noise, which alerts anything beyond that door of your, of course, presence. So whatever is back there should be aware that you're here now. Right. Let's take a 5-minute break. I'll see you guys in 5. We are about 1 hour into our game now.
Nice. So
All
what do
right.
we do?
Carl, no, sorry. I think we need to find another avenue because this place is pretty well locked up, and we just made a lot of noise here. So I feel like anything going on here is just going to be combat, and I don't think we want that. We want to have the advantage. So I think we
Combat
need
is
to go
good.
out and. What was it?
So combat is good.
Yeah, but not versus gnolls, level 2 gnolls. The last time we
Yeah.
went through with gnolls, they killed 3 of our guys. One single level 2 killed 3 of our guys. And now they know
Yeah.
we're here. So I think we back out and we either look for ruins or we look for another entrance.
All right.
Yeah, we want to have the advantage. That's why we snuck in here. And unfortunately, there wasn't much we
Yeah,
could do.
but if we
when got in
sneak
here.
out now, we're gonna get attacked from
No,
behind.
not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Why are you so certain of this?
I've got a shield, and you guys can just back out the rebel. I'll be the last one out.
We should have brought dynamite.
Lesson learned.
True.
Noted for next time. So, odds are they only have one sentry watching the door anyway. So, we just back out. We look for ruins, or we go to another place. We go to another entrance. Yeah.
Yeah, we should have picked goblins.
It's all right.
All right. So we basically go north or east.
This place has been looted out quite a lot anyway, so we should have picked something with more loot.
Yeah.
Another
So
thing
do
to be aware.
do we go north of the cave or east
Yeah.
of the cave?
Oh, we head
What's
north after
this?
this.
Oh yeah, it's the shortest
I've-
path.
Yeah.
We're in the west.
Yeah, we've already looted pretty much most of this place anyway. There's still treasure here, but I think we just we exit, we head north, and we look for ruins, or we look for another entrance. Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to have the jump on them if we can. We don't want to. It's okay to fight, but I want to have the advantage if we're going to do it.
True. Yeah. I'm the one at fault for why there's level 2 nulls there. Sad.
So everyone knows what they want to do then?
Yeah, we all go to the
We go
north.
back.
Yeah.
I probably fucking retire. I'm sorry, guys, but
Is it late for you?
yeah, I need to cook my own dinner.
Oh, okay. You can't microwave some burritos or something?
Motherfucker, I ain't got shit in my fridge.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't you just cook some dinner and then come right back and then just stay with the party in the meantime?
No, fine. I'm still
Yeah.
here then. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, just not talking much.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So me and
it'll take
yeah,
some
yeah.
time
Yeah.
to find, you know, to
Go ahead
find
and start cooking
openings.
now, yeah. Or wait till we leave and then start cooking.
Mhm. Okay.
Got about 40 more seconds till he's back.
True. Yeah, we've got
I'm
quite a
excited
party.
though. I'm excited though, even though we're not going here, right? I'm excited because there's plenty of stuff, new things to find and awesome things to do. So yeah,
Yeah. Have you guys tried Silk Song?
no, I have not.
Hmm. It's a bit harder than Hollow Knight, but it's fun.
Okay, so the issue with my
Alright,
game is the
gentlemen.
fact that it's still frozen. I should
So
have taken it out earlier, but I didn't.
we left off your
The
crew
defrost.
at the entrance of the doors, right? Figuring out how to open it. How would you like to proceed from here?
John motions everyone out.
Yeah.
I follow
We
suit,
basically call
getting out of here, crawling over the rubble.
I'll be the last one out, of course. That way, everyone else has a chance since I've got a shield. Yeah.
Alright, so let's say that your party managed to get out of the cavern. From here, what would we want to do?
We had a discussion, and I would like to
north,
lead us north.
north of the cave.
The north entrance. Okay, good to go.
We are looking to explore and find a new entrance or ruins.
Alright, so it's not long before you make your way around the caverns and the hills among these grasslands and to the north entrance, which is supposedly secured by the dwarfs. Right, so let's see how this is going, or how this goes.
The dwarves. I love the
Yes.
dwarves.
Dwarves.
Yes, the
Dwarves.
dwarves control the north entrance.
Whoa.
Alright, yeah, last time we were here it went terribly.
I didn't even know there was this entrance.
Alright, let's see. Let me drop this map for a moment and then we'll get into it.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's been a while since we used this map, so it's kind of plain still, so I just gotta fix it real quick.
I'm
Yeah.
old school.
Heck yeah.
I know.
Beautiful mapping skills, DM.
It's nothing
Nice.
special, just doodling on the board.
I can hear the dripping water and the moist dankness of the cave.
Very good.
Beautiful.
That's good enough. So your party has arrived at the entrance, and just outside of it is a small band of dwarves encamped at the entrance, right, guarding the entrance. They are in charge of excavating and clearing out this side of the caves. They've made a deal with the humans in the area as well, right? That this is their side. So we'll add some dwarves here, so you guys can
Yeah,
meet with the dwarves
we're
if
not
you'd
fighting
like.
dwarves.
I can't wait to talk to the dwarves.
Number appearing is usually 1 to 8, I think. So we'll roll. Let's see. Dice. 6. Alright, so you've arrived. You made your way from the western side of the hills out here, and you approach eastward toward them. And during your approach, let's see their reaction. They reacted positively, if not very welcoming, to your crew, right? So you arrive at the dwarf camp just outside the entrance, and they warmly welcome you, right? Say, good morning, gentlemen. Welcome to
Morning.
Hello.
the north side of the caverns. How could we help?
Hello, friends. We are adventurers here, and we want to go and check out this cave. Just wondering if you could let us know what happened in the past, since we're new here, and if there's any intel that you'd like to share with us. Also, if I recover any treasure, I'll be happy to share some with you, as my beautiful dwarf friends deserve.
They're happy to hear it, and they're glad to allow you passage. They say, "Oh, of course, well, feel free to go on ahead. As for anything to tell you, unfortunately, our last few raids have turned south. Many dwarves have lost their lives recently. We merely are in charge of making sure that the entrance remains secure, and that no further enemies decide to leave this side of the caverns. But all positions have, unfortunately, been lost. A new group of monsters were discovered down in the dungeon level 2 area, known as the Knoll, and they drove us dwarves out there for good, for now at least. But have your try at it if you would like. It is quite dangerous these days. The kobolds have retaken the positions with the help of their second level dungeon denizens, the Knolls.
Are these your ancestral homes, or is this just a new area that you're wanting to acquire?
The hills used to belong to these dwarves, indeed. Us dwarves used to claim these hills and these caverns many years ago. We hope to maybe share it with the humans after it's retaken. But it has been
Wonderful.
quite difficult.
I say, if this is your ancestral home, I say no need to share. I say let the dwarves be the dwarves. But if you'd be willing to trade with us humans, that would be very wonderful in the future if we can secure this.
I see. We are happy to hear your thoughts on the matter, but us dwarves are very grateful for the help that the humans have provided these past few years. You see, it is not up to us mercenary dwarves to decide, but up to the kings among men and dwarves. And maybe if you have not been able to realize it, but you humans have helped us dwarves quite a bit in the war effort since it began. We are only responsible for the north, while the humans take on the west, south, and east of these caves. We provide the humans with craftsmanship, but they provide us with the manpower, food, and supplies we need to continue this war against our common enemy.
Sure thing. Could I have your names?
Our names, sure. And he says, let's see. My name is Layton, and he is Grindor. Do you want to know all of our names?
Yes, I would love to.
So I'm Leighton, that's Grindor. And we have Finbar.
Ah, Finbar.
And we have Dolan. And there's our captain, Early. And we also have Bura.
Beautiful.
Me,
Well,
I
here's
suggest we go on the cave.
yes,
I
yes.
asked politely.
Yep.
Of course.
All right. Well, gentlemen, it's been nice knowing you, and hopefully we will be somewhat successful here. And I start marching towards the south, giving the dwarves a polite wave.
They wish you or your party good fortune in your hunt.
My character CALRUZ will use a torch.
Yeah, the old torch maybe has half an hour left. It was lit
Yeah,
at
and I replace PISCES' torch.
0900 actually. The current time should be about 9:30. You want to replace it? He has
Wonderful.
30 minutes left with his current torch.
Yeah, I replace PISCES' torch with another torch.
A fresh torch, sure.
And CALRUZ also has another torch.
Good to go. Torches have been equipped. 3 were expended since the beginning of the adventure. Alright. The entrance to the cavern is about 10 feet wide, but it narrows shortly after. The tunnel continues for about maybe 10 feet before there's a 10-foot squarish intersection with a very narrow crack in the eastern wall and a wide tunnel west continuing deeper into the cavern. Up
We
ahead at the
enter.
corner of the tunnel, you also can see against the stone wall, or the cavern wall, toward the west is a battle axe and shield. Just waiting there.
CALRUZ picks up the battle axe. Is it one-handed?
1 or 2-handed.
Oh,
More effective in 2 hands, but 1 is fine too.
right.
You want it?
And yeah.
Alright, as you pick it up, you realize it is an old rusty battle axe.
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright, so CALRUZ receives rusty battle axe. Alright. You stand in the cave now? Yeah. How would you like to proceed?
And I ask PISCES to guard the north of CALRUZ, like stand guard there in the small entrance that I see.
Okay, so you're asking him to stand north of the narrow crack up ahead?
Yeah, I'm asking him to guard, the narrow track as we go inside the cave.
Sure, he keeps that in mind.
like stand guard there, like a guard.
Well, we can't go there yet until we continue, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so we can so CALRUZ moves to the south.
All right, the rest of the party
Man,
is
I'm bad
following,
with
or
direction.
are we waiting outside?
Yeah, John will follow. I mean, he'd like to get up front and try and protect people.
All right, so John is making his way toward the front. CALRUZ, what were you saying as you continued south?
Yeah. Yeah, I asked Pisces to guard that small entrance, that hole,
Yeah, you already
to
said that.
stand guard there.
No, was
Yeah,
there something
so
else?
Yeah, so
yeah, and I continue to the to the west.
Okay.
all right. John,
So far, everything is quiet and careful, and little to nothing of note here. The tunnel to the west continues for about 20 feet before turning south. As for the crack in the wall as you look through it, it continues east, and then it continues east into a wider tunnel from what you can tell, at least from what Pisces can see. But the rest of the party continues toward the west. As you carefully explore toward the
John,
west. Go ahead.
John puts a hand on CALRUZ's shoulder and whispers in his ear and says, "If we encounter any enemies, you go ahead and cast. If you have sleep, go for that. I'll stand guard in front of you to withstand any attacks you cast."
I nod back and continue to this to the southeast, southwest. My bad. I'm bad with directions. Southwest.
Can can John push ahead of him just in case there's any enemies around the corner?
Sure. ATRIES, anything you want to say or do?
Not really. I'll be ready with my bow.
Alright then. CALRUZ and John continued toward the west. John, of course, taking the lead this time, carefully peeking around that corner, sees that the tunnel to the south continues for about 10 feet into a large cavernous chamber that proceeds southeast, or continues to expand southeast. As your party continues southward through the tunnel, MEFAN, Carl, and ATRIES continue to follow, as Pisces stands guard at the narrow pass to the east. You just made it down to the tunnel, and you're making your way in toward the cavernous chamber at this moment. And as you explore up to it, you can see that the cavernous chamber is quite large, maybe about 30 feet wide east to west. As for toward the south, it's hard to tell. It seems to be continuing south. Along the western wall, you can see some kind of
Yeah.
flowing cavernous pool, water flowing freely. You can see stalagmites toward the southeast. Maybe some bones toward the far south. How would you like to proceed through the chamber? It continues southeast, so you can go south, southeast, or east into it.
I'd like to
I
proceed
follow
south.
John.
I'd like to proceed south at a little bit of a brisk pace. I don't want to take too long.
John is proceeding south,
Mhm.
not trying to take long.
Yeah,
So,
I follow
when
John.
you say not trying to take long, does that mean you're running? You're walking? Not exploring?
I don't want to be at
Just
exploration speed. I'd like to be a little bit faster, but I don't want to be running.
Okay, so fast in exploration speed, so we stop exploring toward the south? We just start moving toward the south?
Yep.
Very well. And we move kind of at the rate of the
yeah.
fast, or the quickest time character, right? In that case, short term, right, or short time frame actions, right? Because they happen a lot sooner than longer actions might. CALRUZ says John runs or doesn't run, but stops exploring, so he's just kind of walking ahead into the chamber, no longer mapping or observing, or maybe he's observing, but he's definitely not mapping anymore. Do you want to proceed after him or continue exploration? Alright, not sure. CALRUZ?
Yeah,
Okay, so
pretty sure.
You're not sure. Alright. What
No,
about it?
no, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you want to do what? You want to go after him? I asked you what you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I follow John.
Alright, so ATRIES, the party's not mapping anymore. Is this fine? You just want to continue with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, in that case, we don't need a map then. Alright, so we'll just go blind. Alright, so your party's made their way south to the chamber, right? And you see stalagmites to your east. You see bones straight up ahead, right? Let's see. Right. Unfortunately, it's not an ambush, right? You're able to, or fortunately, it's not an ambush. You're able to see them moving along the stalagmites pretty quickly, but as you proceed it southwards, something emerges from those rocks. Let's see its reaction to you. Its reaction is in your favor. Whatever it was, it skittered off further southeast into the darkness of the cavern, right? Your torches extend a decent bits away. But let's see. Right.
Do we have a chance to shoot at it since it's not, you know? He said that it scurries off, so that usually it's got its back to us. Whatever it is, I want to let someone shoot it. Yeah.
Did someone have a bow equipped?
Yeah.
Carl did.
Well,
He had an
evidently.
arbalest.
Alright, so some of you took aim as they skittered off. Let's see if you had a chance to shoot them before they escaped your sight. So, you said Carl had a bow equipped?
Arbalest. He had an arbalest, yeah.
Alright, he took aim
One
and
of
fired
those,
at them. They were too quick. And as for, so you lost one shot. ATRIES, you fired as well. Looks like you landed a hit
16.
with your fighting skill included and all the bonuses. And you got a kill, probably, more than likely. You're firing with a
More than
short bow?
likely.
Yeah.
Short bow.
Alright, so whatever it was, you shot it and it died. You hit him, or you hit it, and from what you can tell in the dim lighting of your torches, it seems to be a giant centipede you shot dead.
Oh, then I warned John that there might be skeletons in the bones.
Alright, well, yeah, the bones are straight up ahead. They're like at your feet pretty much. A cave pool to your direct west. There's some kind of chasm maybe to the southeast, or pit. Fungus to the southeast, the far southeast. Can't really see too far up ahead. There's mineral growth on the western wall, just past the bones. Looks quite valuable actually. Rare minerals growing on that western wall, straight up ahead.
All right, let's slow down here, and I say we back up, get to the dwarves, have them mine while we defend this, and then see what happens. Sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys want to
That's
make your way
fine.
out?
Yeah.
All right
Yeah,
then.
and CALRUZ will be on watch in case anything happens to the
Yeah.
orb.
So we wanna start being able to be more careful on our way out. We don't need to be fast again. So if we can
Yeah,
see the map on
CALRUZ.
the way out.
Yeah, CALRUZ won't go out.
All right, CALRUZ will
Just
stay back.
saying he'll be watching the orb.
All right,
Yeah.
there you go. Okay, so yep, your party's making their way back toward where Pisces had been, right? So fortunately, Pisces is still there. But he reports movement to the east, right? He says he saw something in the tunnel moving around toward the east. Right? He's prepared to fall back if need be. But he reports that there's something in there, right? In that tunnel to the east.
All right, let's have the dwarves collapse that little entrance there, and then we'll keep him there to watch that collapsed entrance.
All right, well,
Like the little gap there, we're gonna have the dwarves collapse that, and then we're gonna go and get that treasure.
Yeah, after we talk first.
you just got outside and the dwarf mercenaries are still encamped. They've got a job to do. They have to go at the entrance. You never saw a single pickaxe among any of those dwarves. They don't have pickaxes.
Oh no,
They're not here to mine.
dwarves!
Right? They're dwarf mercenaries here to guard the entrance.
Sure. Let's go and get some of the other people down to the south that have tools, and have them come up here to collapse that area.
It'll be gone by then.
What do you mean? We don't want something coming. We don't want something to come after us from behind while we're doing the mining. We want to collapse that so they have to.
Yeah,
We'll have
we
it
don't
noticed.
have mining tools. We don't have mining tools, so let's
we have.
continue
We have.
exploring the dungeon.
We need. Well, okay. If you don't want to get the stuff that we have there, that's money we guaranteed right now. If we just go and get the people that have the tools, they're right there, to the south.
Yeah, we don't have money to buy
No,
tools.
no, we don't need tools. They have tools to the south. Let's go south and grab the guys with the tools and have them come and get us the gems on the wall. And
yeah,
then
that's a good idea.
guaranteed money and
Yeah.
it's free.
All right, we do that then.
All right, so you made your way
While
back
my
to the south camp,
characters
trying to
start
recruit some men
guarding.
to mine out that mineral for you.
Yeah.
So you report it to the mining company, and they're already aware of the minerals there. It's just that the position's not safe, right? Everyone who's tried to mine it gets attacked from multiple sides of the caves. That's why they haven't taken it yet.
Okay.
And if they were to go there and get the minerals, you would get none of it, right? It'd be them mining it, and they wouldn't share it with you.
Even if we provide the protection, I think we
protection's
deserve
not
a share
enough.
in that case.
They don't want your protection because it's not enough, right? That's what if they wanted someone's protection, they would hire, a group of men that actually could defend them, right? If that were the case, they would have done that a while ago. But there's no group that they've deemed worthy enough to defend them, right? Because every single crew that tried to defend them, like maybe some crew like your own, was not enough, right? So you would lead them in, they would lose miners, you would lose men, both sides would lose. It's a trap, right? It's just like minerals hanging out there on that wall waiting for someone to alert the enemy so they can come out and kill us. So it's a mouse trap, basically.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you for explaining that to us. I shake their hand and tell the guys, I guess we can't really mine it yet. We have to clear it out.
Yep, and that's why you're
At least we
hired.
tried.
No.
You're here to, overall, your mission as adventurers is to hunt those monsters and treasures so that these miners can come through and mine up the minerals. But then, right?
Sure. Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, let's go back then. Yeah.
Their job is to mine those minerals, right? After you've cleared it, they might give you a share of it if you're there to protect them, if you provide adequate protection. But their payment to you would be, of course, paying you to clear the monsters out, right? So they can go mine the minerals. What they get out of it is minerals. What you get is payment for the kills, right? There's a monster threat. You're here to kill monsters. They're here to mine minerals. It's not the other way around, right? If you're here to mine minerals, they're not here to protect you because that's your job.
Well, by the way, I just wanted to say, whoever got that shot off on that centipede, that was wonderful. Good work.
So CALRUZ, while he's alone in the wide cave, he starts mapping out while waiting for his companions.
Yep, we got to get back to CAVERN.
Right.
So we will rush back there.
So
That's
how
what you wrote
long
down.
has it take
So while the party
this
was away,
event?
CALRUZ, you were separated from your crew. I'm gonna have to figure out what happened while you were separated from your crew. Pisces was fine. Pisces was at the entrance, basically. But CALRUZ, your situation was different. Not long after your crew left, something emerged from the east, right? You hear them moving in from the
Yeah.
east. You see them moving in from the south as well, right? So something's moving in the darkness, right? Your torchlight only shines through the western half of the chamber, but there's that eastern side you can't see too much of, right? And as you start to hear these things moving about, did you want to begin your retreat or something else?
Um, I I'll I'll have it in my head that I'll start running if they ever if they ever become seeable by the torch.
Right. So you take a few steps toward the north, and in the tunnel, the same tunnel that you used to get in here, there are some dogmen standing there with slings and stones. And then toward the east, behind the stalagmites, more dogmen. And then toward the south, beyond the bones, more dogmen. So you're surrounded. The only escape that you
Um,
can see so far, at
I
least,
thought I'm on. Um, just a question. I thought I was on the northwest of the cave
you were not.
near Pisces.
The party left you near the
Was
bones.
that wrong?
You went south into the chamber and stopped there.
Oh, I thought I was guarding northwest
If that was the case, you would have told me, and I
of the
would have
cavern.
noted it down. But you didn't tell me that. You didn't tell me anything. So it's assumed that you left off or stayed where the party was last. Right? You said you stayed
Oh,
behind. That's all
yeah.
I heard. So stayed back to
Oh,
guard the site of the minerals. Keep an eye on the minerals, which is to the south, past the bones. Right?
oh, so it was there. I see.
Right. So you have to tell the dungeon master. Maybe you said it to your friends, but that doesn't mean you did it. Right? What you did say, what I did hear you say, is that you would stay back and keep an eye on those minerals, right? And that's about 40 feet south of the
Okay.
tunnel, right? So you take a few steps toward the
Oh,
tunnel to the north, and you see the kobolds there, right? From all wicked dogmen. And let's see how they react to you. So they're in your favor. They're gonna give you a chance, right? The dogmen are kind of snickering and growling a little bit, and they say, "We don't got a lot of time here, human. So how about you put down your weapons?" Right? They see you holding a torch. That's the only weapon you're holding, and surrender yourself to us. We'll make it quick and painless.
I basically lower my axe, and after that, I try sneaking past the dogman on the north. I say, "Excuse me," and maybe he'll let me pass.
Okay, so you put the torch or put the axe down, keep the torch in your hand, take a step forward toward them,
Yes.
and the dogmen, of course, these kobolds, right? They move against you very quickly, and they just come forward like dogs, and they just kind of from behind, from the sides, from the front, they just all pile up on you, pin you to the ground, right? They hold you down, they bind your feet, they bind your hands, and they drag you off into the dark, leaving your torch behind an axe. You have been captured. You lost CALRUZ. So he becomes NPC, non-playable, and you're welcome to continue the game as your retainer if he doesn't break morale upon realizing CALRUZ was captured, right? So for now, you can play as Pisces. But
Yeah, I'll play
CALRUZ
as
has been
Pisces.
captured. All right, then.
All right.
So I have a first casualty. All right. The rest of the party, you just finished your discussions with the dwarves and planning from outside the entrance. You ready to head back in, or were you trying to go to the south camp to recruit some men? Right. You went to the south camp recently, so you just got back from the south camp, right? Because you went there to ask about hiring on a group to excavate the minerals, right? So that took you about 10 to 30 minutes, right? Were you planning on going back to the North
Yeah.
Cave to retrieve your 2 companions that you left behind?
Yeah, as far as we know, yeah, that's what we were going to do.
So you got back there,
Trying to see.
and Pisces has reported that, of course, he continues to see the enemy peeking around in the tunnel, right? He thinks that there are kobolds in there. And he hasn't heard any word or seen anything from, of course, from CALRUZ, because he's been left in the chamber, right? Far to the southwest by himself for the past 10 to 30 minutes. So I'll see you the correct time. You guys, your crew got outside of the cave around 9:40. Took you about 10 minutes to get to the south camp, 10 minutes for conversation, and then 10 minutes to return. So it's 10:10 currently is the current time. So 10:10 is the current time in the game world. Torches are at 20 minutes remaining. Yeah, Pisces 20 feet down from the entrance, right? Just waiting at that crack. Reports, only movement to the east. So if your party were to proceed, you would go southwest or something else?
Southwest, yeah. So we'll be at mapping speed again since I want to be able to see what's going on.
Alright, so we're mapping again?
Yeah.
Okay, we're back in the dungeon, carefully mapping out and observing. Pisces, are you gonna stay at the entrance here, or you gonna move with the party at this point?
Yeah, I'll move with the party since I'm the only torch bearer.
Right. And then John's leading the way. ATRIES, do you have anything you want to do or say? Or just follow along?
I actually, before we head in, I'm gonna light a torch and throw it into that crack to the right, so that we have some light in there. And I'm gonna ask Carl to keep an arbalest aimed down that right side to shoot anything that moves in there. So I want Carl to, be able to see what's in there and shoot anything that could be in there while we keep going forward.
Alright, so you want to throw a torch to the south, is what you're saying? One step at a time, please.
Yep, I am tossing a torch to the right in that little crack, and then have Carl. Carl will be this arbalest.
Okay, so not to the right, but to the east.
Yeah, to the east. Sorry.
So when
I'll
we
use
the
map directions.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because imagine you're playing this game with just black. You tell me to the right, which right? Because your right would have been the north, right? When you're moving down the
Yeah,
path.
exactly. Yeah. I'll just start using map directions. My apologies.
Appreciate it. So John wants to throw a torch down that crack to the east. And as he's doing that, does anyone else want to do anything? Because originally you guys were moving southwest, but John switched up, right, and decided to go east instead. So is the rest of the party waiting, or something else? It's like, are you guys continuing southwest, or are you waiting, or are you going to back up? So,
Yeah. Pisces will take a peek at the west side.
why is this torch not working? What the fuck?
I'll stay to the lead.
Oh, it's only visible when you click on him. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
His torch is working when you click on him. Yeah.
Let's grab a new one. There we go. Okay, so
Cool.
Pisces makes his way toward the southwest, about to peek that corner again, with MEFAN and Carl. Hopefully, from what we remember, CALRUZ should be down there. And then ATRIES, were you doing anything?
You wanted me to stay here? Yeah, alright. I want to... I'll follow the guys to around the corner there and stay there.
Alright, so John, you put your mace and shield away before you lit your torch? Or did you set them to the ground?
Yep.
Okay.
I sheathed them or whatever it's called.
Sure. You toss the torch down the tunnel and then what?
And then I re-equip my shield and my mace.
Alright, let's see what we can see. How far did you want to throw it down that crack?
About 30 feet.
Okay. Well, due to it being a narrow crack and it being rigid and such, it gets about halfway before it maybe hits the wall. Alright. And it lands on that cave floor and reveals the positions of a group of kobolds amassed or gathered at the end of the tunnel, right? Just kind of peeking around the corner, right? I'll put them on the map to indicate the position. You have no exact idea of how many there are, you just know that there are some there, right? Peeking around that corner. Alright, as for the rest of you, you made your way toward the southwest, peeked that corner with Pisces, and Pisces, you would peek it and carefully look around the corner. You've got your torch too. Let's see, I'm trying to attach this to you. And it's clear, but the only issue is that you don't see CALRUZ anymore or his torchlight anywhere, right? It's completely dark again.
Alright.
Morale check.
I ask.
Alright, continuing without your master. He breaks morale. So Pisces is no longer in control, right? He's a broken NPC. Without his employer, right, he might not continue any further. So, realize his employer is missing, right? That's the man in charge of his pay, so he is not going to continue any further until his employer is, yeah, he breaks morale, right? Doesn't look like his employer.
Carl offers to pay him to keep going.
Well, Carl is not you. You're John. You're not with him.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. My bad. I forgot. Yeah.
Right. So Pisces, you know, you're just not certain of what's going on. You know, John, you toss a torch down there,
John
and
will.
then to explain the situation, you quickly call back and say, Pisces will pay you. Not to worry, right? So you kind of shout that at him from 20 feet, right? Make sure he knows he's able to continue. And let's see if he accepts. He accepts. Alright, so you can continue as Pisces. Right. Hearing that he's going to get paid still,
Yeah.
he continues.
Alright, so after that conversation, I ask, what's the call, John? Are we gonna go?
I turn back around when I'm able to, and and say we got kobolds to the east.
Alright. Then I guess how big is that gap?
It's very narrow.
Is that like 3 meters?
It takes
very
half,
narrow.
it halves your movement if you explore through it, right? And 1% at a time, and it halves your movement. No attacks possible, usually, or at a penalty, due to the tight space, right?
Right. I give my my arrows to ATRIES, and does Pisces have his short bow? I'm pretty sure he had one.
Looks like he lost it at some point.
Alright. I guess I just didn't. Oh yeah, I just gave the arrows to ATRIES.
Alright, as you pass off arrows to ATRIES, anyone else want to do anything?
No.
Can I, DM, as a question to you, since you know more about the game than I do, am I still able to defend myself with my shield if I were to push up through that crack?
Yeah, as long as you're not doing anything else. You keep the shield in front of
Okay.
you. Yeah.
Okay. Then
If
yeah,
it's too
I'm
narrow,
gonna
then maybe not.
announce that
But
we're heading.
at first, it
Sorry.
might not be possible. But as it widens out, it should. At first,
Sure.
it would provide little to
Yep.
no benefit in the very narrow entrance of the crack. Shield would be too
All
wide.
right. All right. Well, I am gonna try and push through to the right, and tell the group to I'm going to engage. So I'm trying to push up there to engage the kobolds and you know, all that.
You're doing that now? Or are you telling them?
Yep.
Because telling them is a different thing than actually doing it. If you're doing it, you have to tell the dungeon master intentionally that you're doing it, right? You're declaring an action.
Yeah. So like what I'm doing is I'm heading to the east on the map, and as I'm walking to the east, pushing through there, I'm engaging the kobolds and I'm going into that room.
Right. Anyone else? Want to do anything as John proceeds east?
I asked ATRIES for a swap of weapons and arrows, and if he denies, I just let it be.
Alright, so as John is squeezing into the crack, Pisces is requesting a weapon trade. And then ATRIES, do you want to do anything? Okay. Alright. John, you're squeezing through and carefully pushing your way through into the cracked area, right? And then you trip a wire and you blow up, right? We didn't check for traps at all. They're waiting for us.
Damn.
So,
Damn,
you
that's
take,
dead.
yeah.
Most likely.
If I roll all ones, but I doubt it. Yeah. So John was squeezing through the tight booby-trapped space, right? Trying to confront the enemy, and blew up. Suddenly, you guys were in the middle of doing a trade, and there's an explosion to the east, right? And John is killed in action. Right? No one detected traps there. Basic level 1 stuff, right? They were waiting for you to do that.
Yeah.
So, all right. How would we like to proceed? You have 2 casualties already.
I love those little guys.
For the remainder of the adventure, you're welcome to play as Carl now. Let me check for Carl's morale, actually. John's charisma. Alright, Carl broke, actually. You cannot play as Carl. Carl's retreating. He's like, fuck this. Let's get out of here, right?
That's a very Carl thing to do.
So, okay. We lost 3 then. Are we withdrawing from the adventure? Or do we plan to continue?
Hey, Gold, are we still playing?
I'm still here.
Little to nothing.
All right. So,
But I would
basically-
recommend we do a full retreat and just end this. We're down to 3 people against unknown amount of creatures or men.
Anyone gonna bother to get the dead
yeah,
bodies out?
I'm gonna try and get John out of there, while asking for ATRIES and MEFAN to back me up, and we're gonna call it.
MEFAN needs to make a
they-
will check with CALRUZ's death. Alright, he passes, so he's gonna stay with you. But John was the one promising your payment, so let's see if you're gonna continue as Pisces. Pisces continues, so you can continue playing as Pisces. Alright, ATRIES wants to retreat,
Yay.
so he's on the way out. And you're willing to go into the tunnel and grab John's corpse?
Yeah, I asked for their backup first before getting the corpse.
So who's back up? Carl's and ATRIES? Carl's is out of here. He's an NPC.
Yeah, MEFAN and ATRIES. Yeah.
Yep, MEFAN's still on board. I don't know about ATRIES though, it's up to him.
All right. ATRIES, are you gonna back me up?
Fine, I'll back you up. Yeah, I'll take out and fire at the fucking goblins if they fire at him.
Well, with the narrow
What
pass,
the fuck am I?
So I don't know how you're gonna shoot
And-
down that, right? If Pisces is going in there, his back is to you. The enemy can shoot him, but you can't shoot them because Pisces is in the way.
Yeah, I'll be like crouching, I guess, while walking.
Okay, so crouch in there.
And yeah, and I'll hide in. Oh,
Okay, so you start
yeah,
to crouch.
I'll hide
through.
in darkness.
Do you have orders for MEFAN, or is he just getting ready to cast a spell?
Yeah, I guess he's getting ready to cast a spell.
Okay, so MEFAN gets into position, faces to the east, and he's like, Pisces, when should I cast the spell? Immediately or?
Just as I start hauling John's body, cast the spell.
He nods. So, you want him directly behind you then, or ATRIES? Because only one person can see past you if you're crouched, right?
Yeah.
So is it going to be
Yeah,
MEFAN or-
MEFAN.
Okay. So you begin your crouched movement into the tunnel. MEFAN gets into position to cast. And as you squeeze through the area, the enemies start to peek and fire. And it's at that point MEFAN's trying to cast, right? And then ATRIES, is there anything you want to do? Or just get ready to replace MEFAN?
I guess I'll guard to the west,
Okay.
being ready there if anything happens.
You look to the west, it's quite dark, but as you turn toward the west, you see enemies lined up to the west, right?
Oh, fuck!
Ew.
Open
We're running.
fire!
Right. So 10 enemies to the west.
Wow.
They were waiting for you guys to engage before they actually attacked. So
Yeah, let's start running. Maybe the mercenaries will help. That will
So,
give plenty of
yeah,
good
ATRIES,
stuff,
you
I
peek toward the
guess.
west, you see one kobold just keeping an eye on the crew, waiting for you guys to get distracted, right? But you realize that at the last moment that they've been waiting. So as you turn to see him, he fired his sling and stone at you before you could return fire. So he's doing that right now, sling and stone. He rolled a 13. With bonuses included, he hits. The damage is
Yes. Oh no.
half damage because he's small, so 2 damage. And you have 2 hit points. You make a saving throw.
So
to
I'm
stay
alive.
Conscious. Yeah, you're still alive. You're down though. You're
13.
conscious, but you're downed, right? You took a stone to the. All right, you got a fractured rib cage. Took it to the chest, right? So, disabilities, right? Disabilities.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And that is a fractured rib cage. It is currently bleeding, so you need bandaging, right, to stop the bleeding. So, bleeding, fractured rib cage. On top of this, you get level drained. You're at F0. Hit points down to 1. And then an ability score decrease. They chose your constitution. We'll just have it. So you're at 4 constitution now. Right, so ATRIES is down, bleeding, open chest wound. MEFAN is in the middle of casting. Pisces, you're crawling toward John's. And as you're crawling toward Johnson, he's in the middle of casting. These kobolds shoot you with stones. Right. How do you defend? You're just gonna block with your dagger? It does nothing. Right.
Yeah, I try and make myself small by crouching.
Okay, so you're a smaller target, but then you're also they got the in that case being a small target's nice because there's less to hit. However, the only downside is you move slower, and of course they have the high ground advantage then, or yeah, they have height advantage to some extent. All right, technically you guys are the same level actually as you crouch. So anyway, I did roll. One of them was clearly a miss. The other one was a hit. Damage is 2 damage to Pisces. Does he survive? He is downed as well.
Help.
Alright, so he makes a saving throw versus death. To stay conscious, he goes unconscious. He's bleeding out, unconscious, gets hit by a stone, is not killed outright. That stone hit him in the face. He got hit in the eye socket. He'll bleed out in about a single round. Right, so Pisces is down to 0. Just like
Yeah.
ATRIES. We got level drained. You're getting level drained as well. So you are T0. And top of that, let's see. Look at the death rules real quick. Review death rules. So, death by damage. Death below 0 hit points or level drain to remain at 0 hit points. Okay. Alright, at 0 hit points, gain a disability. Drain a level. Save versus death, remain conscious. We failed to save. We gained a disability. It is a punctured eye. So, Pisces, if you survive this,
Okay.
you'll have a eye patch, right?
Cool.
So bleeding, punctured eye. They shot you in the face, you lost an eye, you fell over unconscious, right? Everything went black. So another casualty, 2 casualties. MEFAN makes a, or MEFAN was mid-cast, right? And when you're in the middle of casting, you are considered helpless. The stones went down the line. He's able to launch a sleep spell at the 2 targets, at the very least. They make a saving throw versus sleep. 1 passed, 1 fell asleep. So 1 just kind of fell to his knees and then crashed against the wall. While the other one, of course, launched another stone, and the other ones took MEFAN from behind. Right, so they charged him, took him down from behind. Right after he cast it, before they caught up to him, he's going to make a morale check to continue the fight. He continued the fight. He didn't break morale, it looks like. So that means you can play as MEFAN. So as these guys run at MEFAN from behind, did MEFAN escape the dungeon, or did he do something else? It's your choice.
Go
You're
gold.
MEFAN now. Grab gold. Grab ATRIES.
He escaped.
Escape. You left ATRIES behind.
Gold.
Right. So
No!
ATRIES is left behind. You know, you took a
What?
neutral or chaotic action leaving him behind, right? Definitely not lawful. The enemies get loot, right? They win the day. Just as the dwarves had predicted, the enemies were able to defend their cave, right? So,
Good lesson learned, though. Like, I'm not, I'm not in trap finding mode in my mind, but I should have been, because these are kobolds and they're well known for that, like in other D&D literature. So, lesson learned. I'll start being more careful in the future.
Yep.
Good lesson.
It's a good reminder, I suppose.
Yay.
Yeah.
Have 1 survivor.
I
That's
should have
one
realized when they were
XP.
standing there looking at me, I was like, I should have been like, that's a little weird,
Alright then. So, GG's. Thanks for playing, gentlemen. Unfortunately, we lost again. So, what we learned.
Thank you for running it.
Right. Yeah, I hope to see you at the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Take care.
Alright.